Texas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. This is taking about 7 yards.
Yeah, you need to rewrite that, Luke.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Nah. Fucking record. I was listening to how you was talking. Yeah. You know, I ain't gonna tell you shit wrong. You need to rewrite that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewrite this for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the San Antonio Spurs.
You wasn't talking your normal Luke shit. It's like you got nervous or something.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Teach y'all niggas how to rap, man.
13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play.
That be hard too, Cool.
On 1st and 10.
Where you get that from?
Offensive coordinator, and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness.
Nigga, Lou man don't make shit. That nigga beats off YouTube.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Oh yeah, Koofy off.
Get this one to the 26. The linebacker Preston Brown brings him down.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Wrong. One day.
3rd and long, it's locked. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They are going for it. It's locked. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Defensive breakdown allows him to go 16 first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
How does it work?
Luck on 1st down.
Pick.
Going for Hill. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many wins in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. And an alley to run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The Wizards shoot their first free throws of the game.
Rivers to throw this time. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just try to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the complete.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this time he'll look to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to fire this thing deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A gain of 32 that time. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 15-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this one is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I need to buy like shirts.
Front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rivers now. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
To throw is Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 22. They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows.
That is caught by Rodgers. Touchdown, Chargers. Chester Rogers as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 21-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
11.
Luck now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break. Luck. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Hey, 79! 79!
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Taylor, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Taylor going to run the option right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on second down is Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Locke. Throw left side completed. That's Doyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now a handoff running off tackle right. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Throwing again is Locke. And will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive. until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
There you go.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mack on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
I told you that
he looked like one of those guys.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. Defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
They don't even want to rock.
And the Colts coming out now. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. That is
Oh, we pick.
for the 4th time today. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
A good pass and check. That was the right play. Check. Watch that linebacker.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Starting the drive with a give to back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd down, here's Love.
Oh, we freaky.
Another interception.
My bad.
Picked off at the 12. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game.
Hey, don't quit. Let me get my XP now.
Don't take this personal, Mike.
They've been suffocating
Each
all
having
game
just pissed
long
me
on
off.
defense.
No,
They
that's
were
it,
suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Damn.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Oh, shit. Fanny cake. Fanny cake. Bye-bye, Mikey. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mikey. Mikey,
yo. On EA Sports after this.
You got that broadcast up there, too?
Yeah, I'm broadcasting all my games from here on out. So if niggas start quitting and lagging out on me, they lose. They lost.
First down, that's
that nigga B. Chapman. Hey, KB, I swear to God, I made Vernon Chapman, no lie. I made that nigga fumble 4 times before half. I was snapped. Eric Berry, and boy, that nigga was coming up. Every time you do that crossing route in that corner, I was pissed sticking the fuck out of that. He was dropping that bitch, dog. I swear to God, I was smoking the fuck out of that. And they go mysteriously magically lag out with fucking 6 minutes left to go on the game. Get the fuck out.
Out of the gun, Locke.
That shit won't lag the whole time.
It's Doyle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
All you want to do is that corner off. You put 4 down linemen on there, and you ain't got enough time to do that shit. No, straight to the corner. That nigga not going to want to do. Throw it. Come here. Oh! This nigga white, man. That nigga ran 20 yards back with the fucking quarterback. Y'all supposed to have his ass, man.
Third down, Locke.
That nigga
That's Doyle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
Oh,
and because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, good D over there.
Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
You see? Come here.
None of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game.
Run around shit.
And in each instance, I asked the coaches,
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell you as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taking about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going.
I blitzed too, though. You didn't just see me blitz.
Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On first down, Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And that will be incomplete. time has run out on this football game. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for our visitors, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get enough.